Hey everybody, Hostrone here. It's Friday. That means first edition. So you remember a couple of weeks ago we showcased a Borg 2 mission 1 objective deck. You can go back and watch the video. It is from 2 weeks ago. And in that video I talk about how an opponent, when looking at that mission set, would not necessarily be able to know whether or not it is a Voyager deck or it's some kind of weird other deck that's just pretending to be like Federation. It ended up being a Borg deck. But as I said in that video, you can't be certain that when you see that kind of weird mission set up that you're like, okay, maybe it's a Borg deck trying to pretend to be something else. Well, you can't necessarily be super certain of that. And this is why. So, as promised, I did make a Voyager Symbiont deck. The one thing you have to keep in mind here is that I have Liberation currently in this deck, and I'm just going to tell you right now that the upcoming set has something in it that means that I mean, I don't really know what I'm really allowed to say this early, but I'm just going to say that Liberation isn't necessarily going to have to be our starting point for Voyager. Okay? But that set's not out, and I don't want to spoil anything beyond that. So all I'm going to say is that for the purposes of this video, we have Caretaker's Array at Ocampa, and we are still running this. Okay, we've got a high point mission here, and we've got a mission, and we've still got research rapid rotation, and we are having one of 2 different locations that we could potentially be starting Voyager at. Okay, so the truth is that when the new set comes out, there will not be 2 missions here that are not assimilatable by Borg. And of course, though, that deck that was played, even if I did see these 2 missions to really throw off an opponent, it didn't really matter. That deck is committed to, it's gonna harness particle at reinitial or at whatever mission has no affiliation icon, and then it's gonna go to Symbiont Diagnosis and it's gonna assimilate that world. So that deck could even play with Liberation and make New Home if it really wanted to hide itself. So that was not talked about in that video, but it is definitely something that is possible. It could really hide itself. And so if you were KG and you had a couple of local tournaments or a couple of online tournaments that you're playing in, you could play this Voyager deck first and make an opponent think, okay, and then the next time you bust out this mission set or something close to this mission set, you switch to Borg and then do that nonsense, right? Because then maybe you convince an opponent that they want to dead-end investigate quantum singularity instead of dead-ending research rapid rotation. But since we're smart players, we have a plan no matter which mission that they dead-end here. Okay? And our plan is that we are going to do investigate quantum singularity as our primary mission still, and we have our engineer mission specialist to get us to 50 points when we solve it. But if an opponent should dead-end investigate quantum singularity, we have research rapid rotation that we can run to, and we can do it. And we again have our engineer mission specialist to get us to 45 points. And then since we no longer have to worry about dead-end at Symbiont Diagnosis because the dead-end is here, then we can run to Symbiont Diagnosis and we can just solve that one. And we give ourselves an anthropology mission specialist if we want it. And then we only need to come up with 5 points. And lo and behold, we've got a Resican flute that we have seated under Symbiont Diagnosis. And as you can guess, we have music people in the deck. There are a decent number of music personnel that are Delta Quadrant or that are holograms that we can play with. And you're going to see that that's what we're doing today. So let's go ahead and just kind of get into it. We have a roughly 90 card deck here. Here is our Q's tent. And as you can see, it's all kinds of funsies here. I mean, look at that craziness, and then look at this craziness, right? If it isn't crazy, then I'm probably not doing it. All right. Let's go ahead and draw our 7. Okay, I mean, if that's a shuffle, then that's garbage. So let's get that lackey shuffle nonsense out of there. Okay. All right. So we've got Balana Torres for free, and then we have a card play. We'll just have that card play be the Dauntless in Federation mode for no other reason than we want to. And then we can do some fun stuff here where we download guys. So we're going to go into the deck. And we're going to grab, and you can look through the deck as I'm scrolling through it myself. And we're going to grab Worf and Jadzia. And we're going to grab Lewis Zimmerman. Lewis Zimmerman is, let's say, so Worf and Jadzia will go directly to Voyager through a temporal micro wormhole. We're going to download a space-time portal as well with a temporal micro wormhole. You don't have to. If an opponent looks like they might be STP dropping, you do not need to download this STP because we have a U-doorway. So keep that in mind. And then Lewis Zimmerman will go to hand with the Quark's rods. And then we can shuffle. Worf and Jadzia staff Voyager. And they can fly Voyager here, and we can dock, and then they can beam down, and then Worf's honor and integrity means that he can draw for Ancestral Vision. And we have a Voyager Symbiont in play for later on. So we do have habit of disappearing, so we are going to have to just send 3 out. So those 3 go away. Aww. And then we'll draw 3 because we have regular turn, habit, and ancestral. Cool. Not bad. Not great, not bad. Alright. So turn 2, and again, if it isn't clear, we don't care. As long as our opponent is not in the Delta Quadrant with us, if they're in the Alpha Quadrant, Mirror Quadrant, whatever, then we don't, this is how it's going to work out. It doesn't matter where Symbiont diagnosis ends up. Most of the time, if it comes out early, the opponent's just going to go away from it, and it's going to be on the end of a space line, which is what we're assuming. So we go to our turn 2, we'll play Lewis Zimmerman as our card play through the other temporal micro wormhole. And then we can free play 7 of 9. We can free play a Stephen Hawking with Lewis Zimmerman. And then we're going to holodeck door, and we're going to go grab, oddly enough, we're going to grab Revised Paris. It's just turn 2. There's nothing else we really want to do at this point. We don't have 2 command stars on the facility. We only have 1 command star. Unfortunately, Jadzia doesn't have a command star. It's a real bummer, man. And we didn't draw any command stars. If we wanted to, we could. We could have earn your rank, and then he would have a command star. And we could do it that way. Because it would be earn your rank, which is in the deck, gives all your holographic leaders command. So we don't want to right now. Because we'd rather have the card draw, I think. So end of turn, we pitch the top 3. Oh my goodness. And then we draw 3, and then, God, that is just terrible. We lost the 3 that we wanted, and okay, cool. Alright. So we're going to go to turn 3 now, and we're going to play Revised Chakotay for free as Delta Quadrant Fed. We're going to play Revised Kim as an AU. We are going to special download the Earn Your Rank out of the deck. Then we're going to holodeck door, and we're going to download Revised Tuvok. Evil Tuvok. That draws us a card because we played a holodeck door with Earn Your Rank in play. That's pretty good. That's removed. And then this is where we can decide if we want to attempt to investigate quantum singularity or not. I feel like we probably should. What we're going to do is we're just going to leave Louis Zimmerman behind. We're going to leave Tuvok behind. We're going to leave the mission specialists behind. We already have 7 of 9 in play. That really blows. But oddly enough, our stupid little team of holograms here can staff Voyager right now. So we can leave all the flesh bags behind if we want. They can always fly over with the Dauntless to reactivate them if we want to. So there really isn't a reason for us not to do it. We can even leave one of them behind so that we can go into the top, but we don't have a holodeck door on the outpost, so there's no holodeck there, so it still doesn't work. And again, we can just beam up Orphan to see if next turn we want to just get rid of the, like, lose a card draw, which I think what we're going to do. Yeah. No, wait, because we can download with Revised Tuvok. We'll be able to download Revised Janeway. Here's a regular Tuvok. Where's my Revised Tuvok? He was here a second ago. There's regular Tuvok. Did I not put him in play? Did I see him but not put him in play? Where the heck is he? Where the heck is my guy? Okay. He must have just not got pulled out. Because we played Tuvok from hand earlier. Alright. Did I grab the wrong Tuvok? Is that what happened? There's Revised Tuvok. I think that's what happened. I'm going to assume that that's what happened. Play back the tape later. See if I was dumb or not. But anyway. I think I pulled the wrong Tuvok is what happened there. Okay, so we're going to just take this crew. They're going to hang back here on the outpost. No fleshy bags are getting risked at this time. And they're going to just fly over, and then we're going to just attempt to investigate quantum singularity with this group. And they're going to hit Thasian. So we need to have integrity greater than 40. Now, this really screams out that it's either going to be they're just setting us up for a basic Cytherians, or it's setting up for a Cytherian, basic Cytherians, or it's going to be something into like Voyager. For the purposes of what's going on here, they do have AU available to them. And they also have Let Me Help, which is another reason why we just go in with holograms, because we don't want to just have people running all the way over to here that we have to go get. We're going to assume it is some kind of, it's probably like a Voyager combo, in which case we need Anthro, Dippo, and computer skill, which means we need to have like lots of people. And then if it is a Cytherians, what we'll do is we'll come in on the Dauntless, and then we can just probably use the Dauntless to save time. So we need to have greater than 40, 50, 60, 70. We're just going to bounce off of it. We'll bounce off of it on purpose. And then end of turn, 1, 2, 3. Again, we're losing the cards that we want. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Okay. We go to turn 4, and we just go Catherine Janeway for free. We free play. Let's free play Anastasia Kamenev. Because that'll also allow us to like maneuver around. That'll allow us to maneuver around if it is a Voyager combo. And then we're going to just card play, I mean for no other reason than just we can. We'll just card play a hologram, 221B Baker Street onto, let's say Voyager. And then we're just going to put this Lenara Khan underneath it. We will beam up them. Oh, sorry. On the opponent's turn, Tuvok downloaded revised Janeway to that location. Doesn't affect anything at this point. So we can either burn revised Janeway now, or we can just wait to burn her on something, and then we can also wait on the going to the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to just fly back with Voyager. We're going to grab Anastasia. Our hand, we can pitch everything in our hand but one card. And so we would just need cunning greater than 45. Uh, 7, 14, 20, 26, 33, 44, 51. We can save 2 cards in hand. And that's what we're going to do then. What we're going to do is we'll just fly back with this group, and then we're going to attempt, hit that, burn these 3, pass the dilemma. Oh, and it's the Cytherians. Okay. So then we hit it. We've used 3, 4. We can go 7 to here. And then that means that our bonus points are locked in. We can have Janeway. We can have Janeway and Worf and Jadzia face that last dilemma. So we don't have to move yet. And we can smoke bomb here. So let's do that. So we're going to have... Actually, we will have... Because we need 3 staffing icons. We're going to leave Worf and Jadzia behind. And we're going to have these guys, not you. We're going to have them. We need navigation ×2, which we just simply do not have. Period. Full stop. We had it on revised Paris. Do we have any navigation whatsoever? Yeah, let's not worry about it. We can't solve the mission, so we might as well just bring everybody, because then if we're going to just bail out of it, we're just going to bail out of it. So we're going to fly over with the Dauntless and attempt the mission. Oh, it's shuttle crash. Okay. So randomly stop a youth. We have none. Randomly stop or choose an officer, and then we need 2 navigation anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So they'll stop. That means that we don't got to worry about that. Unfortunately, we have to move Voyager because it went 3-7 and it has enough. If we can't beam the equipment off, I don't think. Maybe we can. Let's stop and check the rule book. Because I think it just affects people. I think you can beam the equipment off. Well, let's check. Because it's ship and crew, right? Actions required. Oh, required actions. Because it's not do nothing but, right? It must do nothing but move. Okay, so and it is required to do it at its first opportune, right? But affects its crew. So it have to move. It has to move before we can even send the Dauntless over. But we had the Dauntlesses like, yeah. I don't think we were not too worried. We just kind of assumed it was going to be some kind of wall. All right, so Voyager's got to move to there because it can. 3, 7, 11. It's not going to get to the far end next turn. All right, so they're stopped here. Okay, end of turn. 1, 2, 3. This is now counted down 2. Good gosh, we're losing like every single. We're losing like every single wormhole. We've lost 3 wormholes to this nonsense. Good gosh. All right. Alrighty then. Turn 5. He is in play. Okay, so we cannot play him. Okay, we can free play the Doctor. We don't have a card play. We can holodeck door something in. I feel like now is the time to go get Taya. We simply can't beat this until we get our double nav into play, and we literally lost both Tom Paris's. So all we have is regular fucking Tom Paris. So we're gonna go get Taya. He doesn't have navigation. Excalibur and Kalos can grab navigation, of course. Admiral Riker has navigation. So with a pair of subsequent, like, going to the tops, we can also beat it. So Voyager has to move to here. We're going to have the Dauntless. So 4, 8. We're going to have the Dauntless move to here. But drop off. No, we're going to have the Dauntless move to here. And then we're going to give up a card draw, and we're going to put our command stars together on the outpost. And then end of turn, 1, 2, 3. It's a good thing we grabbed Taya, I suppose. 1, 2, 3. Opponent's turn, we're going to go to the top, and we're going to grab Riker. Our turn. We have just a Stephen Hawking that we can play for free. And we're going to go to the top again. And we're going to grab Excalibur and Kalos. And Also, we will have, on the opponent's turn, we will have grabbed Yedrin Dax. Just so that we can beat that last dilemma. We'll score 15 when Voyager goes to there and back. Then the Dauntless is going to fly to here, and we're just going to solve. Because when we attempt, it's a youth person, and we're just going in with everybody. So they stop Taya, and then we get to choose an officer. We're going to just stop Catherine Janeway. We're going to have 2 navigation, because we will have grabbed the navigation with Exculbi and Kahless off of Riker. And then we have cunning greater than 45, of course. Then we beat the mission when we have the same 2 navigation, and we have our engineer mission specialist along with another engineer. And we'll solve the mission for 50. Alrighty then, we will, might as well just do it. We'll special download the mobile holo emitter over here. And Voyager's just kind of stuck over here with some holograms. This has gone away. All right. End of turn. We will 1, 2, 3. Oh, good gosh. And draw 2. Opponent's turn, we're going to just quantum slipstream drive into the end of the quadrant over here. And then turn, what was it, turn 6 or something right now that we're on? Let's see here, we did turn 3 attempt, turn 4 they went to there, turn 5 we've solved, so turn 6. Alright. Yeah, turn 4, turn 5. Yep, we're on turn 6. We're just going to go Tuvok for free. And no card play, unfortunately. We will holodeck door. We're going to holodeck door for Lenara Khan, because she now has hologram. No, wait, she doesn't, because it's in play. Personnel placed here, add holographic icon to your copies of same personnel in play. Now we're going to have to just download somebody else. Though I don't think there's anybody else that we can download. Maybe. I don't think we have him in play. I don't think we have him in play. Let's check. Yeah, neither of them are in play. So we can choose one of them. We're going to choose revised Neelix. Voyager is just simply going to fly back over here. And then we're going to just beam down and attempt here at Symbiont Diagnosis. We're going to leave. We're going to leave either Jadzia. We're going to leave Yedrin Dax, Worf and Jadzia, and B'Elanna. Actually, let's take Yedrin, and we're going to leave them behind because they staff the ship while also having transporter skill. And then we have anthropology, of course, in the away team, and we do not need to have a mission specialist because we got all the points we need in the world. We'll attempt the mission. Okay, females love interest, garbage scout. We know that this is going to be matriarchal society now. So, doubled females. She can't go anywhere, but she does. And then we will have the Dauntless lock on, move it, come back, and then we can reattempt again. And now we're not worried. I don't think we're worried too much about that, but we're still going to protect ourselves. So we got Primal Urges. We will choose this dude and this dude, but then we have to choose 7 of 9. We have to choose Janeway. So the holograms go buzz. They go away. Yep, and then there's the matriarchal. We have no females. We will stop. Oh wait, we couldn't bring Taya along. Or we couldn't bring the doctor along, one of the two. So we'll say that we sent Taya, but not the doctor. So we will say that we sent Stephen Hawking as the other male, and then he would. Oh, he also can't go with. Also couldn't go with. I don't know that we need. We don't need Yedrin anymore, do we? Because I mean, Jadzia's got the anthro that we need for the mission. So, well, let's say that Darian Wallace went away. Okay, end of turn. Probe, probe, probe. Draw 1, draw 2. We will. Suppose free play, card play. Oh, I have a better idea. On the opponent's turn, we're going to STP Voyager back with all of these dumbass holograms. And then we would also be able to... How do I have 2 B'Elannas in play? That's not... Oh, yeah, sorry. This is my hand. So, we are going to free play Janeway to Louis Zimmerman. And then instead of her being a card play, we could card play one of these holograms again. Have it be revised Kim. Yep. All right. So then we beam up, activate Janeway. So now everyone is on board. Yeah, everyone is on board the ship right now. Janeway can download Quarren. Quarren can download holo projectors. Not that this is really super required. And then I think we have everything except for a second diplomacy, which we grab with revised Kim, if I'm not mistaken. we just grab it with Excalibur and Kalis. Derp. So we have 2 diplomacy, 2 medical. And then we can bring in a 3rd medical, and then we have officer. And then of course we have Trill with Symbiont, and she has the anthropology. So then we just reflection therapy in that 3rd medical. And if we hadn't had to get rid of Catherine and Janeway, we would have been able to do this easier. But and then we just attempt and solve, because they can all exist on the planet, and we have one. I mean, we've got 1, 2, and then even with a hollow emitter, we have a 3rd female to pass it. And then we have Trill with Symbiont, medical times 1, 2, and we'll just give it to him. We'll just take his computer skill away to give him a 3rd medical. And then officer is here, anthropology is here, and we go diplomacy and diplomacy. And cunning greater than 45 is everybody. And then we solve the mission. We acquire the Rusican flute, and it gives us, for all intents and purposes, it'll give us 5, 10, 15 points that we didn't need. 20, 40, 5, 15. And that'd be game, and it would be turn 7, right? Because turn 6 we had made the first attempt and couldn't get through. Yeah. That was not an ideal outcome for this game. The fact that we lost 3 of our... Gosh, we lost 3 of them. I think we only had 1 or 2 left. Yeah, we had 1 left. And we had to use the STP, but that's the reason why the STP is in the deck, is so that we do have the option of just like running to the Alpha Quadrant with Zimmerman, and then he can just play those same holograms into the Alpha Quadrant. So that was, yeah, because I'm trying to like talk in addition to thinking and playing, I sometimes miss these obvious things, as you guys know, that you guys are probably screaming at me, STP, and then start playing your holograms. Yeah. I should have done that before that. So, anywho, hope you like this. But that's the deck. 2 mission win Voyager with Symbionts. This is a trick that I'm quite proud of. The fact that you can download Taya to Zimmerman, and then she gets you any Gamma Quadrant AU personnel, which is this guy. And then he's a Trill with Symbiont. So, and he has the anthropology that you need as well. So, if you needed it, but he, oddly enough, he also has treachery for reflection therapy usage. And astrophysics and physics is not a terrible thing to just have. His science is an important thing to have. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Please comment below if there's any decks you'd like to see me work on and play. I'm kind of running out of ideas for this year. I'm kind of running out of steam. I know that the new set is going to start previewing here at some point soon, if it hasn't started already. It is possible that the Borg deck with this mission set up is more than 2 weeks ago, because they all of a sudden sprung it on me that I need to like put out videos and articles for the new set. So if it hasn't come out, look forward to that too. My understanding is that this is supposed to come out by the end of March. That's what I was told a long time ago, but you know, things happen. That they were, sorry, I shouldn't say they were supposed to, I'm saying they were targeting. They were targeting end of March. And so I've just been like plugging along, coming up with videos, and then you guys are going to see I've got a group of cards from the new set. I'll have a group in one article with a deck and a video, and then I will have another card or two in another video with a deck, with an article. So look forward to 2 articles, 2 decks, 2 videos that are associated when the new set comes out. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe. May the profits be with you.